to finally see the results paying off from all the hard work and the amount of times that I've been so close to pole position this year, but not quite getting there in the dry and finally getting it. I feel proud, I feel happy about it. It was a good day.
Considering the qualifying, it was really tricky out there. The wind was quite strong and it was all about putting everything in one lap, and I didn't. And Carlos did a really good job today. So it's still a 1-2 for Ferrari, which is good.
Even on one lap today, we were there. It was all about these fine margins and getting your tires to work, which seemed quite difficult out there. We just couldn't keep it together in the last sector.
We just couldn't get the maximum out of it. We played around with the warm-up. We also played around with some balance through qualifying, and with 3 sets of tires, there was not much to do. But anyway, we focused on tomorrow's. We put the car more onto the race, and hopefully that would pay out.
My laps weren't great. I really struggled with the car in this session. I think with the temperature drop, in practice P3 was around 30-40 degrees, and then it was like 6 degrees, 7 degrees cooler, and it really changed the setup of the car. It was a real handful.
We obviously brought a couple of updates. I guess we all hoped for a little bit more, but when you take the season as an average, we probably qualified better.
Yeah, it was. It was fun. The car was working well, and it's always fun when it goes nice and smoothly.
Couldn't have really done a lot more than what I did. So Lance did a good job to be even ahead of me. But it shows that they're very quick at the same time, so I look forward to a good battle tomorrow.
The conditions were difficult today, very windy, very gusty, so at high speed it was a little bit unpredictable, the car. It was the same for everybody, but we found out in FP3 already that we were not mega here, so a tricky day, but still optimistic that tomorrow we can still score points.
Without the improvements, I think we would not have been in Q3, so it's good to get those, and obviously they're going to stick in the car for the rest of the year. So I'm happy to be back in top 10.
It was a bit unexpected, if I'm honest. We don't normally like these conditions, and I was really struggling for a rhythm and just getting the feeling in the wind. It's so different corner to corner.
I think I had one run in the end that just didn't come together, and that was the detrimental run. So a bit of a shame to miss out by a bit Q3, but let's see what we can do tomorrow.
We had the same issue as Suzuka with the brakes. We glazed the front brakes, and every time I was braking, I just front lock everywhere. So it's the third time we get this issue this year, and frustrating. We were in the top 10 all weekend, and I just couldn't do a lap in Q2. So disappointed.
For me, of course, it was a difficult day to start with no lap done, so I really have to drag the car out there, and I feel like we had a decent pace, and of course we was through in Q3. Unfortunately, the lap got deleted, but anyway, looking quite a lot positive from onwards.
The track limit was in the end, I had exceeded track limit. I think it is what it is. Anyway, I was not able to go through Q3, so we need to find the pace for tomorrow. And hopefully it'll be better in the race as well.
The car's been okay all week, but on this lap it just didn't handle it at all and took this jump. So I lost like 3/10 in that corner, which is more than enough to get through to Q1. We were missing 100th. It's a long race tomorrow, and it is a track you can overtake at. So if we have the pace, then we can come back.
It was frustrating. I knew when I crossed the line the lap wasn't good enough because I nearly spun more than once. So it's just obviously when quali comes and you try and lean on the car and that, it's just not giving me what I want. So pretty frustrated.
Didn't feel at ease since the beginning of the weekend with the car in general. I think we were just lacking some pace, I would say, in this session, and not finding much more when we went out again.
Yeah, the pace looked all right. I think we had a car for sure to go to Q2, maybe potentially even Q3, which is very unfortunate that we haven't been able to show that. The spin itself, it was unfortunate that it happened turn on because you don't really know where the potential was, and I'm sure just in terms of a gut feeling, the potential was a lot higher.
It's been quite tricky to do a clean lap with our car without getting any big snaps that kind of ruin the whole momentum. It's the difference between being just over the limit where you need to be and that step too far. It's just like a knife edge, and it just caught me out.